What if the silence you've been avoiding is the very state that could make you unstoppable? What if the secret to power isn't more noise, more motivation, or more hustle, but pure, unshakable focus? And what if the rare few who master this art don't just win battles, they reshape reality itself? Most people will never touch it. That raw, chilling stillness, that absolute calm of total immersion, the moment where every breath, every motion, every thought merges into one unstoppable flow. They live fragmented, distracted, enslaved by noise. They crave dopamine, validation, shortcuts, but never mastery. They scroll through life, never realizing that the mind they've neglected could have made them dangerous. A rare few learn to step beyond that noise. They enter a different realm, a realm of lethal concentration. No stimulants, no hacks, no caffeine can replicate it. It's not hype, it's not magic. It's mastery. And Miyamoto Musashi, Japan's undefeated samurai, lived it completely. He didn't just preach discipline. He embodied it so deeply that his mind became a weapon sharper than any blade. This is how you enter that state. The state Musashi called the way. The art of full focus, where distraction dies and destiny begins. 1. The duel inside your mind. Focus doesn't start in the world. It begins in the mind, in the duel between the warrior and the noise. The greatest battle you'll ever fight happens in silence. Years ago, I locked myself away for 3 days. No phone, no internet, no distractions. I was exhausted, failing at work, losing myself in endless busyness. On the second night, something inside me broke. The chatter stopped, the noise vanished. For the first time, I was fully present. No fear, no hurry, just stillness. That's when I realized focus isn't found, it's forged. Musashi didn't get focus, he hunted it. He earned it through discipline, isolation, and blood. As a young man, he killed his first opponent not because he was faster, but because he saw more clearly. He didn't wait for the right moment, he created it. Every duel was won before the sword was even drawn. That's focus, destroying the noise before the battle begins. 2. Burn the bridge behind you. You can't focus when you have an escape route. Most people fail because they leave the back door open. They say they want success, but they keep one foot in comfort. They chase 10 goals at once, half committed to each. They want freedom, but they refuse to burn comfort. Musashi had no plan B, no backup life. He lived with 2 swords, no possessions, and no safety net. His only option was forward, and that's why he became unstoppable. If you want to enter full focus, you must make retreat impossible. Delete the distractions, cut the weak ties, burn the bridges that lead to mediocrity. When you remove your exits, your mind stops wandering because it understands that survival depends on precision. Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road, Musashi said. That road begins with no way back. 3. Mizu no kokoro, the mind like water. Musashi wrote about a state most never reach times. Mizu no kokoro asterisk. The mind like water. Imagine a still pond. Throw a stone into it. The ripples appear, but soon the surface returns to calm. That's how your mind should be. Responsive, not reactive. Aware, not emotional. Today's man lives like a storm. A rude comment, and his day collapses. A bad text, and his focus vanishes. He reacts instead of responds. Musashi's mind, untouchable. He could face death, insults, chaos, and remain unmoved. His power wasn't emotionless. It was controlled emotion. The man who controls reaction controls destiny. Train yourself to be still under fire. Every time you breathe instead of snap, you're sharpening your blade. Every time you refuse to react, you're winning the unseen battle. Because a reactive man is a weak man, and weak men can't focus. 4. Train until it's boring. True focus is repetition raw, unglamorous, and unending. It's not aesthetic, it's war. Musashi trained daily, performing the same motions until instinct replaced effort. He knew that mastery isn't a moment. It's a rhythm built stroke by stroke, hour by hour. Most men crave stimulation. They chase novelty. But focus doesn't grow in excitement, it grows in boredom. When you can execute flawlessly even when your heart isn't in it, you've crossed the threshold from motivation to mastery. Write daily, lift daily, build daily. Don't wait to feel inspired. Do it, because repetition turns thought into instinct, and instinct wins wars. 5. Strategic isolation, the cave of mastery. In his final years, Musashi retreated to a cave called Reigando, alone, cold, silent. There, he wrote times the Book of Five Rings, times a manual of death, clarity, and focus that still echoes centuries later. Why a cave? Because isolation purifies. In silence, your thoughts stop echoing against the noise of others. You begin to hear your true voice, and it's terrifying at first. That's why most people avoid solitude. But Musashi knew the cave isn't punishment, it's transformation. You don't need an actual cave. You need times, strategic solitude, asterisk. Block hours of silence. Wake before the world. Turn your phone off. Create a mental sanctuary where nothing exists except your mission. Solitude doesn't weaken you, it sculpts you. 6. Use death as a focus tool. Musashi meditated on death every day, not morbidly, but truthfully. Because when you remember that you will die, distractions lose their appeal. The gossip, the comfort, the meaningless pursuits, they fade. What remains is clarity. Write this somewhere, you'll see it daily. Asterisk. You are already dead. Asterisk. Not to breed fear, but urgency. Every moment is slipping away. The time to act is not tomorrow, it's now. When you remember your mortality, your focus sharpens like a blade. Every second becomes sacred. Every action, deliberate. 7. The two swords of focus, execution, and awareness. Musashi's famous two-sword style, asterisk, Niten Ichiryu, asterisk, wasn't just a fighting method, it was a philosophy. One sword represented action, the strike. The other represented awareness, the stillness. Together, they formed the perfect warrior. You need both. Too much action without reflection, and you burn out. Too much reflection without action, and you decay. Use your mornings for execution, create, build, strike. Use your evenings for reflection journal, review, refine. Each day becomes a duel between movement and meaning. That's how focus becomes not just a skill, but a way of life. So here's the truth. Full focus isn't something you find. It's something you earn through pain, isolation, and relentless repetition. Musashi didn't win because he was talented. He won because he became untouchable in body, in discipline, and in mind. You want power? Stop chasing motivation. Kill distraction. Enter silence. Become the weapon that this noisy world forgot how to forge. Because once you taste that state, that deadly calm, you'll never go back. Now, the question is simple. Will you scroll or will you sharpen?